What up guys, it's your boy Curtis and this is the tutorial on how to set up the cool looking HUD desktop that I had in one of my videos. It was called My Desktop Now and then Amazing, something like that. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just click anywhere in the video and then you'll get sent there. If you know you like it and you want to try it out, then come back to the video and we'll get started. So yeah, first thing you're going to want is Rainmeter. Go into the description, click on the link if you don't already have Rainmeter. You'll get sent to their site. Scroll down a little bit and then the downloads are there. Just go with the final. If you want the beta, it's up to you. And then once you download your stuff and install it, you're probably going to get a whole bunch of, well, not a lot, but the skin that comes with Rainmeter. Just right click on the gadget looking things, the skins, they're called skins. Right click on them, and then at the bottom of the context menu, click unload skin. Okay, and then just click unload skin to all of that, and once you're done with that, come back to the video, go into the description, and the second thing you want is Hagen 3D skin, RM skin. I'll have that for you guys to download. Once you download that, double click on it and then leave the checkboxes at default and click install. Once you've installed it, you'll come up with something like this. Okay, I'm gonna change my background to gray color just so it's easier to look at. You know, I've been working with gray for a while. Let's go with light green or light blue. What do I like? I don't know what I like, man. Black. Black is so depressing, I'm sorry. Alright, we'll go with the blue. It's friendly. And then, once you pick your wallpaper, I'd go with a solid color for now before you try to look for any nice wallpapers so you're not distracted. So after that, you right click on your desktop, go to view, and then uncheck show desktop icons so you don't clutter your desktop. Okay, so yours will look not exactly like mine. There's going to be a whole bunch of crap. I got rid of everything. First of all, I didn't want the bottom stuff and the stuff on the right. So I unloaded those. And then I right clicked on a circle, went to Rainmeter, skins, Illustro, recycle bin, and click recycle bin and dragged it over here, over this neat little line thing. I like the recycle bin with the Rainmeter Illustro skin because it's handy. When you right click on recycle bin, it gives you the option to clear your recycle bin. And then when you left click on recycle bin, it shows what's in your recycle bin. So yeah, let's get super started. So all I want to say is this isn't going to be like a 5-minute thing. It'll take a lot of your time. Maybe just work on a circle at a time or something bit by bit. Just don't try to do everything at once unless you really know what you're doing. And well, that's what I'm going to try to get you to do, is get you to know what you're doing. First thing, we're going to get rid of the easy things to do is the clock and the calendar, and then the icons and stuff will come after. Okay, so what you want to do is right click either on a string, one of these 3 strings, or the clock itself, the numbers. And then once you right click, you go to edit skin, the window pops up, and then maybe it'll look like a bunch of gibberish to you guys, but I'll explain what you'll need to know for what you want. Okay. First thing you're gonna notice is that these numbers, the clock is in military time. So if you don't want that, you go to measure time H. It's towards the top of the page, and then measure time H, and then it says format equals %H. You want to change the H to an I. Okay, and then once you've changed that, every change you have made, you want to save the file and then refresh the skin. Okay, so either you work on one thing, save it, and then refresh, or you work on everything you want and then save it and then refresh. So let me change this back to military time for you guys. H. I'm going to save by pressing Control S, or you can go to File and then save. But I like Control S because it's faster. And then you right click and refresh skin. and then it's military time, see? So I'm going to change the H back to I because I don't like military time. Save. I mean, I understand it, but it's whatever. Alright, and then you guys don't have the AM, PM, and you have seconds. If you don't want seconds like I do, what you want is a semicolon. So what the semicolon is, it's like a on-off switch. That's the best way I can explain it. There's more to it, but I don't know how to explain it. But to me, it's an on-off switch. So if you don't want the seconds, right before meter time S, you put a semicolon, and then right before X and Y, you put a semicolon. And then if you want the AM, PM, you want to get rid of the semicolons, meaning by default they were there already, the semicolons. You'll have them, just get rid of them if you want the AM, PM. And then if yours was like mine, it'll show up towards the middle of these two circles. And I didn't like that. I wanted to move it. So in order to move values or strings, you want to configure the X and Y, okay? X is basically just move left and right, and Y is move up and down. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. So with X, the smaller the number, the more left to the screen it will be, and then the bigger the number, the more right to the screen it will be. And then Y, the smaller the number, it will be towards the top of the screen, and then the bigger the number, it'll be towards the bottom. So, for example, I have 110 for the AM, PM. Pay attention to the PM. I'll change this to 160, and it'll move down more. So I saved it with Control S, and then refresh skin, and boom, it moved down. Since I don't like that, I'm changing it back to 110. Save. And refresh. Okay, guys? Okay. So, let's see. What else do we want? If you want to mess with the font size, the font color, the way the font looks. So the way the font looks in this text document, font face is what you're going for. Make sure the font you want is installed on your machine, and if it's not, then don't expect to put some cool looking font from the internet into here, and then expect it to show up there if it's not installed on your machine. So make sure you install the font you want before anything. And then font size, and then font color. Okay, font color, I have no idea how to mess with this. Like, I don't know if there's a chart or anything. I just change numbers until I get what I want. Okay, guys, so I can't really help you with that. And then if you want to change the line colors, yeah, like I said before, you scroll down to meter, hour bar, or minute bar and second bar. Change the line. Is it line color? Yeah, it's line color. Just mess with the numbers, get something you want. Okay, and then make sure to save your work, and then refresh the clock. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the calendar. Edit skin. Now towards the top of the page, you'll notice the Monday through Sunday. Okay. So this will be in a different language. Just change whatever is after the equal sign to the language you prefer. Well, go for English if you are English or whatever, American something, or English. And then Sunday through Saturday. Okay. Save it. I like it the way it is. If you want to change the font, go ahead, figure that out on your own. Where's the font itself? Pretty sure it's just font.name right there. So yeah. Alright, we're going to be moving on to the hard parts now. It's not too complicating, but once you get the hang of it, then all this stuff is easy to change. We're going to do the circles first because the groups up here are the easiest to work with. Okay. So you notice here my stuff isn't really aligned all that well. Well, I explained the AM PM on how it was moved up and down, left and right. That's exactly how this is. It's not a grid where you drop and lock and stuff. This stuff, it takes a lot of trial and error. Then once you get what you want, then bada bing, bada boom. Okay? So we're going to right click on the circle or an icon, whatever. Just right click and edit skin, okay? And then all the font stuff and all the colors, they're the same. Don't worry about that yet. Scroll down a little bit. Um, Once you get to actual application names in the brackets, then that's when you want to get started. Um, let's see, something I worked on, I'm going to use as an example. It's not too hard. Just know, you just got to know two things that are linked, okay? So the first bracket part is just the image, the icon looking thing for the application itself. And then the second part is the text that shows up for it. So the text is when you scroll over it and then it shows up there, okay? So it's just the app itself and then the text, okay? They're linked in a way. So meter image, like I said, it's an image. And then image name equals skin path and all this. This is just the directory of where your icon is going to be. So I'm going to go here. If you don't know already, Rainmeter saves their stuff in your documents folder. So you go to the Rainmeter folder in your documents folder, and then skins, and then Hagen 3D, and then icons, okay? Alright, so if you're like me and really smart, you'd get rid of all the icons by default that came with it, unless you like them. You'd get, because they have folders and folders within this icons folder. If you were smart, you'd probably just put everything in just the icons folder so that you wouldn't have to mess with the the path so much. Because if you were to put folder by folder by folder, that's too much to type in and it's painstaking. But if you put all your icons in one folder, then yeah. I'm going to explain the icon thing and the text first, and then I'll explain applications itself and the icons for the applications. So this is the directory. Skins path is just documents, Rainmeter, and then skins, and then it goes Hagen 3D icons, and then boom. X and Y is like the stuff we did before. This is how you're going to be moving the stuff, the icons. Mouse over action is just what happens when you put your mouse over an icon. So for CCleaner, we're at CCleaner. Move it over. It says Nero, okay? It says Nero because in the clean text, I've not changed that to CCleaner. So let's say CCleaner. I'll make that all caps. Cleaner. Player. There we go. Save. Refresh. And now when I hover over it, it says CCleaner. Alright, cool. So, mouse over action is what happens when you put it over. Mouse leave action is when you leave it. Alright, let's say this doesn't say clean text. Let's just say it says text. You officially messed up the thing. The action when you leave the mouse. So I'm going to save it, refresh it. When you put it over, but when you leave, it stays that way. You don't want that. So, mouse leave action is what happens when you leave. And then you want that to be linked to a text that you've made. So this right here, the mouse over and mouse leave action is linked because Rainmeter show meter, and then whatever is after that is the link to the text bracket part. Okay, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but it's the easiest way that I can explain it. Let's say this didn't say clean. You can change this to uTorrent text and it'll show whatever is after the text, okay? So we want it to say clean or whatever you name this part. Let's say boob. If you name that boob, and you change this to boob and this to boob, save, and then refresh, then CCleaner. Because the text equals CCleaner, it'll show CCleaner. It won't show what's in here. It'll show what's gonna show for the text. Okay. Okay. So mouse over action, mouse leave action. We know what that does. And then left mouse down action just means what happens when you click it. Now, mouse down action. It just it'll lead you to the executable file, so the app itself. So it'll literally be opening the application. Um, let's say, I don't know how I want to do this. Okay, let's say you're working on Audacity or something. I don't know. If you want that, I don't have Audacity. I'm gonna go with VLC. So you want to look for your program either in your start menu or in your program files folder. Right click on the application itself and go to properties. And then what you want is target. Okay. In between the quotes, you copy that and paste it there, and it'll literally go to the directory, and then what executable you put down, it'll run it. So that's basically what the left down mouse action does. You click once and then the program works. Okay, so make sure you have that right. What else did I want to say with this? A lot of applications won't have that target thing in the properties. So what you want to do is either you go straight to where your application is. So let's say program files. I'll use what do I use? Let's say Google, Chrome, application, and then there's the Chrome application thing. So what you want to do is go up here if you're on Windows 7, but if you're on like XP or something, you'll probably have to type all this in by hand. So just know your directories, and then once you copy and paste this, you just put a backward slash and then the name of the executable, so chrome.exe. Okay, simple enough. And then for the text part, X and Y, I wouldn't move those. All I would do is change the font, but that all the font will be basic and towards the top, style, and that's it. You just change style and that's it. But yeah, that's how we do the application. And then if you want to move it around to be neat, let's say I want to move Chrome closer to Skype. So where did I put Chrome? Okay, Chrome text and then Chrome itself. Program files, Chrome. Oh, I did it right. Sweet. So Chrome text. If I want to move the application itself, I'm going to move it towards the left. Let's say 120. And then move it up more. That was 550, so I'm gonna go with 530. Save and refresh. All right, that wasn't too bad, but you know, like I said, trial and error. No, 530 is fine. I think we'll go with 100. No, not 100. Let's go with 105. Save. And I'm pretty sure these are all moving by pixels, but it's whatever. I don't know how this works. Okay, let's go with 90. Save. No, not Rainmeter. Refresh. Okay, that looks decent. Okay. And then you just move everything the way you want it. Make sure you don't move the text part, because all of them show up there. If you do want to move them, then that's all on you, but I don't move them. Okay. And then there's all the default applications that come with them. Just replace them with something you want. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for the circles. It'll be the same here and the same there. Just have a feel for what applications you want to put on and what icons you want for these circles for the applications. So you'll notice that my icons aren't default. They are a custom icon. If you want my icons like these, I'll send you to a link where you can have all the icons, the whole package, because this group works on every application that people request upon, so it's pretty cool. The tricky part about the icons is that if you get a normal icon, it might show up pretty huge. Like you load it and then boom, it's all over your screen. You want it to be small. And then the preference I have for these icons is 50 by 50. If you don't know how to work with dimensions, like to customize the icon size dimension, I use Microsoft Office Picture Manager. And then if you don't have Microsoft Office itself, you can use Photoshop or GIMP. I don't know how to work with Photoshop or GIMP. I just use the Microsoft thing. But if you want to go into depth with that, just Google free picture something. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm pretty sure. I know GIMP is free, so try that out. If nothing, I don't know. I'm not sure if you want to try Paint. Paint is retarded. But anyways, we're gonna work on the groups now. The groups is probably the easiest part. Everything works the same except for the group part. Instead of one click, it's double click because it says, let's see, it says left mouse double click action, and I don't like that. I just want one click, so I changed it to left mouse down action. That's how to get it the way it is. So it's the same here with moving and whatever. Do not move the icons, okay? They are perfectly fine where they are, because it says 10R and 17R. I guess they're moved by increments, so don't mess with the X and Y in this page. The only thing you want to mess with is the text part. So you can change the name of the image itself and then the image text, and then you change the executable just like we learned before. And then the only one other crucial part to change is group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay, so what this part is, the group part, is what page your application is going to be on. So let's say you want your application to be on page 1, you put group 1 after the group equals. If you want it on group 2, then you put group 2. If you want it on page 3, then put group 3. Okay, so to make another example, I'm going to make this Excel. Okay, and then change this to Excel. Okay, me typing Excel in won't matter until I change the text at the bottom. And they're not together, they're all at the bottom. So it was, I think it was Aeon, something like that. Where is Aeon? If I can find it, damn it. There it is. Okay. Change Aeon to, what did I put? Excel. Oh, I didn't capitalize it. I'm not sure if capitalizing and stuff matters. I'm pretty sure it does, but whatever. And then the text will be Excel. Okay, go back up. Find Excel. Okay, so Excel will be on group 1. It follows that. I'm going to copy this because this took a shitload of work to do. Copy. And then paste. And then change Word to Excel. Save. Now if I refresh this. Oh. Now I'll tell you why that didn't work. It's because the image. So the directory for the image is skin path, Hagen 3D icons, and then this will be, I'm pretty sure it's just Excel. Let me see what it's called. Documents, Rainmeter, skins, Hagen, icons. Where's Excel? So it is Excel. Okay, save and refresh. No, refresh again. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know why the X is bigger than the W. They should be the same by dimensions, but they're just retarded like that. This one is 60 by 60. This one is 60 by 60 as well, but they're just dumb, I guess. So, for the groups, it's just 60 by 60 icons. And then for the circles, they're all 50 by 50. And then if you want my icons, the reflective icon package, I'll have that in the description. It'll be a link. And then if you want these, just ask for them. Or I'll just put it in the description as well. I'll have this literal folder called icons in there. And then whatever. Okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. If you need more help, feel free to ask questions. I expect there to be a lot of questions. But that's pretty much as far as I can go. But just feel free to play with this. Modify the shit out of this. Go all out. Be all pro. Get some cool fonts, though. This looks like shit. Once you get some cool fonts, then it'll bling out your page. But yeah. Save and refresh, trial and error. It's your boy Curtis, guys. Peace.